everyone, it's Blakely with Everyday Gourmet. So my favorite dessert during fall is anything apple, like apple crumb, apple pie, apple anything, apple a la mode. I'm going to show you a very simple ice cream recipe. It's gonna be a no churn ice cream, and I'm gonna do an apple pie no churn ice cream. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. So in my pan here, I'm gonna do like 4 apples that I'm just peeling and dicing up. I'm gonna do that over like medium heat. So I'm gonna dice these apples up nicely. So I'm basically making just like the apple pie filling. And I also have my oven preheating right now at 400 degrees because I'm gonna roll out some pie dough and bake that as well. All right, so I'm gonna keep cutting these, put it in here, 4 cups in here. So to my apples, I'm gonna do 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to do, already here and it's starting to sizzle down there. I'm also gonna do, I love some nutmeg right in here. I'm gonna say like a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm gonna do a bunch of cinnamon. Can't have too much cinnamon. Put them out in there. I'm also gonna do some vanilla extract. Need more. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of lemon juice right in here. Should those seeds get in there. Like a teaspoon of that. All right, so what we're gonna do is let it's gonna cook down with all those natural juices in there, so you don't even need any butter or anything. So we're gonna let this cook down until these apples are soft. So just a few minutes. So this is looking perfect. It's almost done. So in the meantime, oven preheating at 400 degrees, I have just some pie dough here that I'm going to lay out on my baking sheet. Just like that. Come on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush it with some melted butter here. I mean, because there's no way you could do apple pie ice cream and not do the crust. The crust is like one of the best parts. Hello. On here, we want to make sure it gets nice and golden brown and delicious, kind of crispy. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna crumble it up anyways and put it in there. Then I'm just gonna do just stir. Look at that. Turn this down a little bit. I'm just gonna do a little bit of brown sugar sprinkled on the top, just a little bit, just a tiny bit, as if it needs more deliciousness. And then a little bit of cinnamon. All right, so we're gonna put this into our preheated oven, 400 for about 15 minutes. And I'm gonna show you what to do with this. Okay, so once this is like bubbling and all that sugar is dissolved and those apples are soft, we're gonna do, I have like a tablespoon of water in here. I'm just gonna do a tablespoon of cornstarch right in here. This is called a slurry. So just mix this up in a separate little container, because if not, it'll get really thick and chunky. I'm gonna add this directly in here and give it a nice little stir. So we're gonna let this cook for a couple more minutes, and you're gonna see that those juices get really nice and thick. So we're just gonna keep letting this cook. So this is bubbling and thick and looking perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and I wanna let this cool completely. And our crust has about 5 minutes left. I'm gonna also take that out and let it cool completely. So these are done. They are cooled completely, including this, and then I just kind of broke this up into smaller little pieces. All right, so in here, I'm gonna whip up 2 cups of heavy whipping cream until peaks form. Okay, whipped cream is done. Set that to the side. Okay, perfect. So then what I'm gonna do is gently fold in 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, and that is, let me see, how many ounces? 14-ounce can right in here. And no joke, like, sweetened condensed milk is so good. I don't know why. It's like a guilty pleasure of mine. So we're just gonna very, very gently fold this together because we don't want to lose all those beautiful bubbles that we got in the whipped cream. That's what keeps it nice and light and fluffy. So we're just gonna kind of fold it together here until you don't see too much of one thing or the other. Perfect. Okay. All right, that looks good. So I have a loaf pan here. I'm gonna put like half of it in. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do small layers. So I'm gonna do a little layer of that. I gotta try that. Oh my God. So good. So bad for you, I know, but I can't help it. Okay, so layer of that. Then we're gonna do a layer of this beautiful apple filling here. Oh yeah. This is gonna be so decadent. You kind of swirl it in there too. Just like that. And I'm gonna do some crumbles. I don't wanna make them too small. I wanna get like a good bite of it. Put those in there. Just like that. I'm just gonna continue doing this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of do like that. A little bit more of this on the top. And then any extra that you have of that apple, I mean, it's gonna be delicious over regular ice cream. You could put it over oatmeal, would be really yummy. All kinds of good options. And I'm gonna keep these for when I plate it up tomorrow. I'm gonna put those in there. All right, so I'm gonna put this into our freezer, let it freeze overnight. Yum. So I let this sit overnight. It's very difficult to do, but it looks amazing. You wanna let it sit out for like a minute or two before you start scooping it. But there you have my no churn apple pie ice cream. I hope you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to Everyday Gourmet with Blakely for more delicious recipes and videos.